that sounds like it's made by the same fucking developer. I started pleading. Come on, man. Come on, please give me one game. And getting angry. One game, not by Atomic Games, please, for the love of God. I'm begging you. Park the retro car. Do you think I'm stupid or something? Is this a bad joke? I'm starting to get really fucking pissed off. Here we go. Oh, this literally is there's 3 of the exact same review on here. That's how you know it's good. Oh, there's 4. So nice they had to say it, well, 4 times apparently. Alright. I'm assuming that's
Can you see? Can you watch my stream and see how it sounds? Or you being mean to me today?
Yeah, this one was dog shit too. Oh, I can see where I need to go.
Yes, you are. You're trying to annoy me, so you're being mean to me. I got it.
And Into the Void was next
That's
game.
the same thing. Being mean and being annoying are the same thing. Yes, they are. How are they different? It's a trick question. Don't answer that.
3 of them were from one developer, and 2 of them were from another developer.
In your head, apparently they're different.
See the reviews. 3 of the same review, just like the other one.
All of them. You gotta be more specific. Like, what color is it?
5 random VIP keys.
Well, I can't tell you because there's so many. There's so many, Alexis. I'm on all of them.
They better be good. They better be fucking good. How many of them are gonna be from fucking the same 2 developers? I got Lampant again. No. There's no way.
Now you're mad? Oh, poor baby me. Oh.
I got fucking scared. It's the same keys as before. It's the same keys as the diamond keys. Are you fucking kidding me? I had paid $4 for the same games that I had just paid under $3 for. But there could be a silver lining to this. All right, well, I don't know if any of these keys are used or
Hypothetically, of course.
But any of these are good. If you want to go ahead and add them to your Steam library, they're $50 games. Fucking give them a try. By this point, I had gotten tired of the bloatware. These Steam keys have clogged my Steam library.
Why don't you just Google it?
One game. A knight in shining armor to come down and save me from dumping more dollars.
Never mind. Never mind.
Which is when the next and final tier came to maybe be.
It'd be nice if you got your life together, yeah. What are you talking? The game? Did you forget how my streams work? A sword? Okay. I'm not calling what I want. That's what it is.
My Prince Charming had finally arrived, and his
all what you want. You know what's funny? They can't hear you, so I'm just. They don't know how I'm responding. Oh.
This looks promising. Cosmetics. Choose your appearance. Okay. Afro and fancy mustache. A compelling story? This might look like your house, but it's not. It's gentle.
Are you still there?
Like everything in this world. I mean, in the world.
Hello?
It's a zombie apocalypse, but don't worry, I'll help you. This game's actually got something to it.
Are you still there? Or did you die? Hello?
Why does this game go so fucking hard? It was perfect. But after getting my comic book from the
Hello?
basement,
oh no, it did the thing. I don't know how to fix this. It's locked. Maybe if I just close it and restart it.
Oh no! That poor rhino is surrounded by zombies. It was about time we escaped the zombie-ridden world.
Wait a minute. If it wait, what am I listening to? What?
Oh, the rhino's coming with me to the moon. And so ended the story.
If OBS is closed, what am I listening to right now?
Game of the fucking year. So in conclusion, are any of these key bundles worth it at all? No.
What?
No, they're not. A majority of the
what?
Games you'll get in these mystery packs
hold
are
on.
nothing short of gimmick games designed to increase your dopamine levels for a short amount of time with their vibrant,
okay, simple. What is that noise?
Game design and feeling of accomplishment. If you're looking
is that am I connected to my PlayStation?
Hard-earned money on the hopes of getting a good game out of these. I think in even a lot of cases, some game developers actually prefer if you download the game illegally, give it a try, and then if you really like it, buy an actual copy of the game. Because in the case of buying a copy of these games on G2A, you're not actually giving any money to these developers.
That's what was going on.
Probably just some
I'm thinking that
stupid
was coming from my
company
PS4. As my PS5 still on for some reason. I'm playing on my PS4. Why am I playing on my PS4 anyway? Long story. And now I got to figure out how to get fucking voice meter to stop. It does this weird thing where it'll just stop working. It'll keep running fine, but there's no audio going through it. Now I can hear you again. Yeah, it is. It's a horrible problem. Sorry, anybody back to what I was doing. Why aren't you moving? There we go. Hypothetically, of course. How was it painful? No, hold on. Explain yourself. I'm trying to platinum this like, how long ago was 2011? 13 years ago? This 13-year-old game. But, it's a 13-year-old game that's been released like 7 different times. And it's the same game. They don't do enough to change it. But I'm not paying for it again. I'm playing it on PS Plus, which I already paid for. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm messing with that new controller I bought. I told you about, and Rewasd. So basically, I just set up a button. I set up a button on my controller, so it's automatically pushing down on the stick at the lowest amount of pressure it can, because I'm sneaking, and the slower I can sneak in front of enemies, the faster I can get my sneaking skill up. Because I'm starting the game from scratch because this game doesn't have cross save. So I'm playing on a. This is the PS4 version. I'm gonna platinum that first. So, are you watching my stream? You're watching football, okay? Never mind. I'll just check the audio levels myself. I just need to know, can you hear me all? Can you hear me over everything else? And can you make out what the video that I'm watching is saying? You really can't? Can you hear the game? So let me pause. Do you hear anything else besides me? Okay. The game, you mean? There's no video playing right now. So you just hear me. Okay. Okay, I heard you. And do I sound what higher than the other stuff? Hello? I, s-
Of course, to top off a successful
I sound louder
victory,
than the other
I
stuff.
have to celebrate, and we top that off with our trophy. And we bag one more after
There's
completing
gonna
our
be a
final
delay, so
victory.
yeah. Testing one, two, three.
10
Testing
victories
one,
in a
two,
row
three.
without getting caught. I got a trophy. Killed 10 enemies in a row without being detected. Afterwards, we're introduced to the Order of the Ancients, the evil group responsible for everything wrong in Egypt, from robbery all the way to murder. And the man we killed earlier is a member actually known as the Hippo. We learned all of this from Cleopatra, who is trying to take the order down and become queen. The Hippo. I would never choose the Hippo to be my nickname. Speaking of hippos, I smacked
Well,
the
usually
Hippo and
people who
ran
are
for my
watching a
life
stream
to
aren't on
complete,
phone call
you
too,
guessed
so.
it, run for your life trophy. Run, run. Oh, he's lazy. Slow down. There it is. Run for your life. And first order of business is hunting down the Scarab. But if you're going on a fighting mission, you do not want Taharka on your side. Get up, Taharka. You left your family.
Well, you can
Leave
mute me
me
and
to
just
fend
wait
for
for me to say
myself.
it on
Get
the
up.
screen, then.
No.
You know.
God damn it, Taharka. I need your help. No. Bro, if Taharka could help
I
me,
said
I
that? When
wouldn't
did
be
I say
crying so
that?
much. After a few tries, I finally got my bow and arrow out and defeated these enemies. No thanks to Taharka, mind you. That battle earned us a well-deserved celebratory feast until they spiked my drink. It turns out Taharka's the Scarab after all. No wonder he fought like a wimp. He wanted me dead all along. Except this dude thought he was onto something by burying Bayek in the desert. He thought wrong. And now it's time for revenge. Taharka gets assassinated and justice is served. Ain't
Good
no
thing they
mercy
buried him
for
with
a
that
wicked man.
towel so he wasn't naked.
Sure. Oh, there it is. There's the sun.
By the way, you know what I find funny about this Assassin's Creed game? It stars a black person, and of course, you have to turn the game into a story about
Scarab.
black
Today
trauma.
we have a chance to
Because it
see
can't just be
my
like a
lost
regular one where he's just
glory
trying to get
without
money
my
or go
father.
after
This is
somebody.
also where my next trophy is, the sea.
You
This
know?
mission was giving me
You
mixed
specifically have to make it
vibes
black trauma.
but I still prefer
He
Assassin's
killed his
Creed.
own son.
And just like Black Flag, the
It was a
end,
happy,
the best part of
happy
this
black
mission
family.
is leaving the
Then
world. From there, Aya succeeds in getting
some
Pompeii to
bad
allow
people
me to
came
get
along
back
and
to
he had to kill his
Mars, and
son.
we end up getting another trophy on our list. Back in the open world, I
There
was able
literally
to
could be a
unlock
movie
content
made
for
in America.
XP, like scaling the pyramids and completing locations. And that's because the main missions actually have level requirements, which is another big change in this entry in the franchise. These requirements make it so you have
Have
to
I
level
leveled up
up,
yet?
which of
No.
course brings more trophies, so it's a win-win. Oh, we're finally level 20. I've been in Giza for 2 hours. We leveled up. And leveling up was also perfect because I needed to be prepared for this next fight against the hyena. This member of the order is a woman named Khaliset. Since she's all about ranged attacks, I need to keep my shield up when
It's gonna be a very slow, boring platinum, I feel like.
She just runs. Alright, yo.
Because I'm so willing to exploit everything.
For sure.
And I need to really focus on leveling up.
Ground, I was ready, and then he just jumped on top of me and died again. Bro,
And now I can buy
you know me. I'm nothing if
the
not good, so
sneak skill that I need to buy
to beat him.
to kill these drogers.
Alright, bro, I can't
This game is really slow because it came out in 2011, and even though it's on a new system, it's still the same game, and it was slow before. And it's just like saving in the background or something. I don't know,
I always went back to completing locations around
but I can't do anything
100% grind later
right
because
now.
it's so tedious.
Just waiting for the game to catch up with
The
me.
beauty of this game being through more level ups, I got a
There we go, but it
full
opened up the
which
map
also
instead of
unlocks
leveling me up.
any of the 3 master abilities can earn this though. We have 4 ability points, so I'm gonna get the animal taming ability.
Jesus Christ, come on, bro.
I'm done learning, that's right. Up next, I started a new quest.
I can't believe I was excited to go after this platinum. Why? We may never know.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You got a critical hit on me. Damn, why is he laid out like that? He didn't last too long though, because his attacks follow the same pattern. Actually,
What is this trophy for?
okay, now he's dead. That wasn't too bad, honestly. Afterwards, the dream sequence is over, and we earn.
Reach level 10, okay.
Wake up! That's how I feel. Why do we? What was that? I thought I was gonna get a cutscene. There's the cutscene.
Now we're going to, hopefully I can buy Backstab. No, I need 2 more sneak levels.
That cough doesn't sound too good, so let's put him out of his misery, shall we? Did I don't know if I played with the lizard. Another one down. the crocodile. For my next trophy, Defy Authority, I noticed there was an unsuspected Falaki looking very vulnerable. These are hunters all over the map who will attack Bayek on sight, and I only have to defeat one for the trophy. Is that it? Is that all he can do? Do something better, bro. I thought you were stronger than this. He's getting smacked. Yo, these Falakis aren't even scary. Dot. Hitless. Oh, one more hit. Oh, he died.
I'm so confused on when I can use the stick to move through a menu or when I have to use the D-pad. Should just be both all the time. Why did they separate them?
This might be the most evil of all because of this moment.
Oh, see D-pad. Why is it the D-pad right now? No, it's just frozen.
Crocodile has to pay.
Let's see. Can I D-pad? No, it's both right here.
She's alive.
But when I do this, hold on. When I go to this,
Underwater.
when I go to the menu,
Fed to the crocodiles. Before I can get to the crocodile, I have to enter the arena. The gladiator arenas are one of the optional side activities in Assassin's Creed Origins and puts your combat skills to the test against waves of enemies and some unique boss fights. While the arena grind helped me upgrade my gear, it's
so I
also
can't
where I'll
tell.
eventually earn the fatality.
No, I can't use the D-pad here.
Die trophies. But once we equip all our
So it wasn't just that I was
get the
slow.
legend trophy.
At some point, it was also me being an idiot because I didn't realize you can only
Arena boss with an overpower attack for one of the
use the stick there for whatever reason.
Kind of gang up on him over here. Fatality! Finish an arena boss with an overpower attack.
That's a trap right there. You see that trap?
Easy is what I just said out loud is now
I'm smart because I'm gonna walk past it.
right here. What's a crazy moment? Soon after,
Thank you.
locate the crocodile lady Baron. How is she level 28? Old as hell. She'd be like level 5. Run, Bayek! There's a cutscene about Bayek asking her about killing Shadia, and we literally die a millisecond after the cutscene ends.
Oh, you see Miss Laura? Bye, Miss Laura.
I was in a cutscene! And the trophy popped after I died because I'm not outside the area. Ubisoft, bro! You get into a couple of fights, which I abandoned midway through just to get some nice loot, casually swerving the nightmare experience. And while fighting Venator during an ambush, I decided to get my bow and arrow out, and he helps me by doing whatever that is. Before the next story mission, I got a sweet grindy trophy randomly while freeing this huge.
One more level, then I can buy the backstab skill.
Destroy 100 objects. We're complaining we don't get
I'm just gonna patiently wait.
quest. Caesar suggests a plan to put an item in the brazier of the pharaoh and just
This mic has amazing gain because I'm nowhere near where people would suggest me be for this. But do I sound okay on the phone call?
He got a good pitch. We're back as Aya, and this setting is amazing.
Because I'm not really close to the mic.
We're going up, not down.
It sounds like you answered. It sounds like you answered me twice because of the delay on the stream too. Just slowly gonna sneak up on the strugger.
Afterwards, we find ourselves riding a chariot with Caesar and have now ridden every vehicle in the game, popping another trophy. I got a trophy! Used all types of vehicles at least.
First, I'm gonna level up. No, level up.
I was doing fairly okay when we only had men on horseback to deal with.
My sneak
Getting chased by an elephant and
with backstab. Wait, how many levels is
what
that?
was I doing wrong? What was I doing wrong?
Finally,
I
backstab.
was shooting and hitting him. It's like I was
6 times damage
make our way towards killing yet another
when you're sneaking and they're undetected, like I am right now. So 1, 2, and boom, you're dead. How are you? That's 6 times damage. How are you still alive?
where we have to fight Septimus, who was one of the responsible for the death of Bayek's son. This is the dude who killed your son, and like, that's it. Oh my god. Oh my
How did he survive that?
Great boss battle, by the way. We've been
I
fighting
backstabbed him.
for this moment right here, but we get stopped by Caesar, who claims he should be dealt with under Roman law. Fast forward to this fight, and we
Okay, we're gonna try it again on this one. Whenever we get over there,
It was actually Flavius
because I'm letting Riwazdi handle this.
Now, this fight is one of the most frustrating parts of the entire game for me, and where I died the most. It's only
only so annoying because of all the teleporting. Even the game glitched out because of how annoying this boss fight was. My game froze. Ubisoft knows how to make a great game, a great boss fight. Why does it keep teleporting? The teleporting is annoying. And again. No, what the hell was that? And again. You get the idea. What?
It's crazy. You could tell which one of these Draugrs are gonna come back to life, because the ones that are just there to be dead bodies don't have clothes on. But they didn't want the ones that are gonna be moving around to be naked, because that's weird.
What just happened? What just happened? I'll take it. Guys, I beat him. I beat him.
Oh great! Even on my stream, my TV just went. There's something causing interference on my
Let's go.
in my system, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just gonna keep blinking in and out like that. And it wasn't a problem before, but I got too much hooked up. I got a Xbox. I only have no. I have two Xboxes right now hooked up. My Xbox One died. Three three PlayStations currently hooked up. My PC, my Shield / Google TV, and that's it. I feel like nothing should be interfering with each other, but somehow they are.
Don't know, well, let's just say Julius Caesar was humbled 22 times. And that would mark the end of our main
Alright. This better work this time. Let me double check my skills, because I have backstab, right? Because it didn't seem like it did 6 times damage that time. Not enough of his health bar went away. Sneak. Yeah, right there. With one-handed weapons, now do 6 times damage. So one-handed weapon. What am I doing wrong?
We clean up the tomb along with the bandit leader, and we're on our way straight to the desert to get the overheating trophy. To unlock it, you need to witness the raining bugs illusion, which is complete RNG. You won't know which illusion you get, and it's selected at random, and they can only be triggered from midday to afternoon when the sunlight is strongest. Disappeared! Is that supposed to be a mirage? They're just playing with my camel at this point.
Of course, the other one woke up.
This is an
Right?
accurate representation of my mental state trying to get this platinum. Eventually, I decided to just sit here for an hour, so let's just fast forward. Finally, we witnessed a raining bug. Alright, here's a quick tip for the I Know My Land trophy. Instead of syncing every viewpoint, just cross into each territory with Senu. The map will default instantly, saving you a ton of time. Afterwards, it's back to the arena for our next trophy for those about to die. There's 8 fights total here with 2 boss battles, and each one gives me a different set of weapons to use. And it can be pretty tough too, as I almost died in this one before I actually locked in. Why is this actually kind of hard?
I'll take your bow, your arrows. I really need to be... No, because I'm going to get the conjuration spell, so I don't really need all the,
As an assassin, we would show mercy. We would definitely show
Why are you like that? Every time I go into a menu, it freezes. Bethesda,
race in the Hippodrome. There's a total of 6 races on the track, and
get it together.
janky with the turns, making it somewhat tough to get the Ben-Hur trophy. And you know I didn't come in anything but first place. Destroy him! Alright, I destroyed nobody and I got last place. That is not good luck. Alright, let's try that again. We win the race, but more importantly, the trophy. Ben-Hur. I still need to destroy an opponent's cart to get the Road Rage trophy, but the race ends before I get a chance to. Clearly, I didn't know what I was doing, so after watching a tutorial, this trophy was about to be mine. You're not finishing the race, buddy! You're not finishing the race! Where'd he go? He went flying. For the next trophy, we have to reach the highest point in the game, which is in the Black Desert. Trophies like these are absolutely amazing. They cooked with the graphics. Look at the view. What's crazy is I can start right here, and I can go as far as the eye can see. Actually, not as far. Probably stops like right here somewhere. With no load screen? What's that icon? I can see my house from here. We also found a really nice place to rest. I've never seen this before. This is pretty dope. I am but a grain of sand, but I am part of it all. That is far. That That right there was a hermit location, which is one of the 4 we need to find for another trophy. Here's another hermit location, and another. Hey, yo, are you not going to say anything about that right there, Bayek? You're just going to chill next to the body? We're not going to say anything? No comments? Okay. We're just going to pretend like we didn't see anything and move on. And number 4, although there were some hyenas in my way at first. Words of wisdom. Now, before starting phase 2, I was able to get a
Slowly making my way through the Skyrim Platinum. Whee!
Riding for 40 kilometers and running for 10 kilometers. But there's no tracker in game to know how much progress you have. Oh, yo, I was worried about this trophy. Let's go.
You know what I could do tomorrow? I could get out my Vita while I'm sneaking like this. I can get through Day of the Tentacle on my Vita. And Lexus, you know what? I'm not going to give up on that platinum. Or trophy. You know what? I did give up on it. Never mind. I'm still going to play those games, but I've given up on trying to get it done in 30 days. I don't have the time. I'm on the overtime, the 12-hour list at work. I don't have the time. I should have never started it till I was ready. I was so excited and in the zone.
Bayek heads to the Valley of the Kings to investigate a mysterious curse, and I'll get to deep dive into ancient Egyptian mythology here, fighting mummies, scorpions, and even going toe-to-toe with some ancient pharaohs in the afterlife. It's a wild
I beat this game and I don't remember fighting that guy. Who was that?
outfits and weapons inspired by the myths and legends. And then we have the Discovery
This DLC?
There are a handful of free trophies for
That
the
must be DLC.
It's not that exciting, but it's a cool concept. Okay, let's get this started. First things first, of course, is a viewpoint to discover the hidden bureau. And we head off towards our first quest and target for the
Hello, Mr. Skeleton guy. You're gonna die now. In about 2 minutes when I get over there.
Why is he double my height, bro? What is this? What do these guys eat?
Were they in the arena?
Just being honest, you're not I understand. I understand. The remaining 2 targets for the trophy stood no chance either. Shortly after, it turns out the bureau is not safe at all, and things really heat up. They destroyed that place instant. Oh snap! Don't worry, because we're saved by none other than Aya, who reveals the traitor behind the bureau being attacked. So you know that means a boss fight. Oh snap! Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't
Look, I'm not into this whole being attracted to video game characters. But if Aya was a real person, I'd make a move. Whoever she's based off of must be a beautiful woman.
Bro, he immediately knocks you down. Alright, this time I just won't get knocked down. Oh my god. Oh, bruh! How did I just get immediately knocked down? No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna swim away. We're gonna lose the mission. We're gonna try it again. We're starting with our ability. There we go. Bro, why does he do so much damage and knocked me off every time? Get down, get down! Bro,
Now I'm coming for you in about 7 minutes. I'm gonna be over there. You get ready. I'm gonna beat you up.
strong. Come on, bro.
I really need to start thinking things out because I should be doing something else while he's moving this slow. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Forward, no hidden one will raise a sword against the innocent. That's why the game always gets mad at me every time I kill a civilian in any Assassin's Creed game. They always say assassins do not attack civilians. This picture right here, that's tough. And concluding this quest line with my fellow assassins gets me another trophy. That was a cool cutscene and all, but this trophy right here was all I was waiting for. For the Zip It Off trophy, I found a great spot to get 3 zipline kills very quickly. Zip it off! Sucks for him, he had no idea what was coming from him. Afterwards is the new Recruits trophy. There's 2 side quests I need to complete, starting with showing a young prospect how to do a leap of faith. You can do this! It may look crazy that we're jumping from that high into a bale of hay, but trust me, these bales of hay, they're all over the world. You won't believe it. Doesn't matter what country you go to. They're all over the world. And the second quest, well, it turns out that the Scarab's son is back. That's right, the guy who literally tried to bury Bayek alive earlier in the game, well, his son is still pissed.
You know, you've not once asked, why is my hand on fire?
Fighting and you just get kicked like that.
Oh, you can't really see
Hit
it.
me with a combo of hell, bro. Look how much health I have left. What was that?
I'm focusing 100% on Magica.
Parry. He got his own drop kick off on me. Got him. Got him.
Let me move this for you so you can see my hand.
Never lose twice. Don't
Damn.
Egyptian Krillin, bro. This is
Isn't that crazy? Look at my hand.
Don't say that. There's so many Egyptian Krillins, though, if we're being honest. We're keeping it real.
You don't think that's crazy? Look at that.
2 minutes ago, he shows no lips. 2 minutes ago, he's like, I could never abandon my life.
Wow.
New recruits, guys. And although not a DLC trophy exactly, I went for Archer of the Month for headshotting an enemy while mid-air. The Elite Ranger ability from the Hunter tree comes in real handy when going for this since it slows down time while aiming mid-air.
2 years later, I'm finally here, and you're dead now.
I think that's a trophy for that. Yes, it is! Archer of the Month! Archer of the Month. But what I was actually going for was the Team Play trophy, which you get after you kill an enemy with a headshot while they are being harassed by Senu. This can take a few tries since it feels random when Senu actually helps you.
Alright, it's time to just do some regular stuff now. Because
I've
it's...
certainly picked up the pace here with trophies now, but that's because this DLC is pretty short, to be honest. With the next one coming after freeing 20 rebels. You're free, brother! And then afterwards, we get a trophy for completing the walls of the ruins.
Oh god, I killed myself. No!
Fortress, but it isn't much harder than any others throughout the game. Walls of the Ruler!
And I knew that was gonna happen. And I did it to myself. I have nobody to blame.
Perform a leap of faith
There's no way. No!
only after waiting till the shadow from the obelisk is between
How far back am I?
and Nu.
You're fucking kidding.
To be honest, this took an embarrassing amount of time to figure out, but eventually it was mine. I should get this trophy.
Can you do that all over
I
again?
didn't land yet. What time is it? Moving on to the second DLC. This time there's actual
Where am I stuck at exactly?
does arrow count? Bro, it's doing no damage. Oh my god!
There's no way. I haven't even fought the spider. Why do I still have the manual save? But that's... You couldn't even update that?
Murdered, bro.
You pieces of shit?
Dying too. So naturally, the only civil response was to burn him alive. From there, I got into my first Pharaoh fight, and it wasn't pretty. This one isn't even for a trophy, but I just couldn't leave it out.
No more mistakes like that. I'm gonna save often.
Burn? Oh, I was doing really good right there.
I should know better. I've been playing games all my life.
Alright, I don't have a lot of arrows left, so I'm gonna have to fight straight up. Oh! Get him, get him, get him, get him. I need it. Yes! One more hit. Yes! That was so close.
I don't remember fighting that. Whatever that thing is.
Okay! Bayek's making some progress. Great God died. Now, do you see these giant scorpions? They'll play a small role later as well, but for now, I was able to snag 2 more trophies after upgrading my gear. Handyman! Oh, 2 trophies. Wait, what was the other one? Now, obviously, the goal here is to stop the Pharaoh mummies, which means more epic boss fights, starting with Nefertiti, and my plan was to spam her with my arrows immediately. Not that that was of any help. She comes at you super fast, which is so tough to dodge. 1-2-piece combo, she kills me like that? I press square to dodge. Okay, I've had enough, so time to get my trusty smoke and mirrors out. Let's go. Wait, we're good, we're good, we're good. You can hold this, you can hold this. There you go, that's for you. That's for you. In this DLC, we visit some areas known as the Duats and the Field of Reeds, where Bayek rides a mysterious horse. And to add one more trophy to the list, I need to purchase this horse in real life. Well, in-game real life is what I mean. And if you're wondering why this random merchant...
You know, somebody... I saw a server... poll online, right, Lex? Hello? And it says some people, like... They prefer cold pizza to room temperature pizza.
Lift the curse. First things first, throw some fire at you, bro. No time for introductions. Use my ability. Oh! I was in the middle of my...
And that lets me know why this country is in the state it's in.
I just did an animation. I think his attack pattern changed. The dumb 12-year-old is what he is. Oh my god, oh my god. No, switch weapons for me real quick. Get some light arrows out. Oh, why did the camera angle switch? Wrong weapon, but we got him. How did he not die?
I can't remember if Warm was on there
Man.
or if it was just those 3. I think it was just those 3. But you're right. That's not... I'm eating room temperature pizza right now, and it's Little Caesars. I think I'm lazy.
And finally, for the sting in the
I'm just
tail,
lazy
I
though.
found all 5 Surcat locations, which basically meant taking down some more of those giant scorpions for half an hour. I got the jump on him. I got the jump on him. Oh yeah! I got the jump on him. Hold that.
That's the worst part. You know they're lazy because you're eating that pizza straight out the.
Actually, I still have to do the Discovery Tour trophies real quick, so let's run through
You're
those.
eating that pizza straight out the fridge
Done and dusted, and now
if you're eating it cold.
it's time for the final phase of the video, the cleanup. This is what all 3 RPG Assassin's Creeds are in.
That's nasty.
With Valhalla being the worst. I started off the grind to complete every location in the game, which includes looting underwater, and we're done with the Master Diver trophy as well. This puts us at about 80% complete with the plat, and still so much grinding left to do with the question marks around the map, including the various ships sailing around Egypt. After defeating enough captains, I can get the Where's My Black Flag trophy. There it is! I told you, when have I ever lied? Where's my black flag? Best trophy in the game.
Is he moving or not? I can't tell.
I think that's a Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag reference.
Are you stuck on something? You're stuck on a branch.
Yet, but it's time for the stone circles. But wait, can anyone see a hippo here, or am I just blind? How is that a hippo? How was what I just made a hippo? There's a total of 12 stone circles in Assassin's Creed Origins, which are a part of the side quest Bayek's Promise. To complete these, you simply use the stars to match the pattern they line up with, except sometimes they can be very unclear. It takes a while, but here's the final one, Scales. Oh, I got a trophy! For the trophy, the harder they fall, I need to defeat 2 war elephants at once. There's 4 elephant camps throughout the game, but this is the only one that puts you up against 2 at the same time. They're also at level 40, making them absolute damage sponges, so it can be tough. He crashed into the wall and died. That's what happened. Oh my god, I didn't know that could happen. That's crazy. Wait, I got him in the combo. I got him in the combo! The harder they fall, baby. I had him in the combo right when I was about to die, too. The Arrow Whisperer trophy is one of my favorites in the game, since I always like gameplay-related things like this one. First, I had to grab the Enhanced Predator Bow skill, find an enemy 60+ meters away, then fire an arrow and control it with flight. If I can hit my target, then the trophy is unlocked. He's just chilling on a Sunday afternoon. Bro, the cursor turned red. The crosshair turned red. It just falls. All right, definitely too far away. I marked him with Sanu, so I know he's 69 meters away. Nice. Perfect. Arrow Whisperer. The photograph trophy is a freebie. Just take 5 photos in different areas for that sweet dopamine boost. After snapping some pics, I tried to get the over-designed trophy by killing a level 35+ poisoned enemy with a torch in under 30 seconds, which can be a little complicated. I didn't get him on the first try, but second time's the charm. Oh, there we did it. We did it. Over-design. Next up is
We'll do
Seven
this
Snakes,
one
the name fool.
for now.
Not romantic at all, and it's more crazy. I have to put a lion to sleep and tame it, which also earns me the Roar trophy along the way. Finally, I need to lead my new furry friend to a crocodile for, well, let's just say an unforgettable encounter. Hold on, wait. Before you do anything.
I'm trying. You stop yelling at me like my friend on the phone does.
You need to kill 3 enemies with 1 hit, so we're gonna go with a big weapon here. The strategy is to go for some beginner level hyenas back in C1.
But you do. You abuse me all the time.
First try, slash. Nice. You like in the pool? Oh yeah, it is. Sweet. Elementary, my dear Bayek. I could have got this way early in the game, but I got it like 50 hours later. Up next, I need to feed a corpse to a crocodile. They're literally heading in the opposite direction. Nah, these crocodiles are gonna eat this corpse and they're gonna like it.
Oh man, it's a separate menu. Duh.
Yes, circle of life. Damn stupid crocodiles. Oh, I was worried about this trophy. I'm watching a guide and I got the freaking bird trophy. Let's go. This next trophy can be very annoying if you're not paying attention throughout the game because you need to sell 100 trinkets all at once. Since I waited this long, I was all set. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. I better have gotten banked for that too. That was a lot. For my second to last trophy, boom, I had to kill 30 enemies by shooting fire arrows at oil jars. The problem was that one jar only counts for one enemy, even if it actually kills 2 or 3. This only made the grind take that much longer, which sucks for me since I typically stream until I platinum a game. It took an
Quick
hour to
save.
farm
You know
oil
what?
arrows,
There's no excuse for me losing all that progress. There's a quick
Definitely
save.
a favorite trophy for this, old habits. For my final location, I was literally short by 1 silica. These are found all over the map and used to complete certain locations. After another short detour following a guide, we're back and it's time to earn the final trophy.
I am not a father. I am not a husband. I am not a Magi. I am a hidden one.
It's over! Earn them all, man! It took 5 hours tonight, but it's fine. Platinum on Assassin's Creed Origins. 100% of the DLC. Now, if you made it this far into the video, YouTube thinks this next video is the perfect
Anyway,
one.
how was your day?
Click on it to see if they're right.
It went out again. Why? Stop recommending. Let me just stop. Stop recommending me movies, YouTube. That's not what I come to you for. What is this show? Super? Is that like Super Ninja Cats or something? What is that? What is that?
All right, few things to open up this review with before we get into the meat and potatoes of it. First and foremost, this is going to be a heavily critical, ranty Starfield Shattered Space review, and I'm warning you in advance because I know there's a lot of people who are enjoying it, and if you are enjoying it, I'm not here to take your joy away. Never does my content exist to tell you you're wrong for enjoying something or not enjoying something. It's just to offer my opinion, so please take it as such. Secondly, Bethesda did not offer review codes for this. I thought it was a little suspicious when I learned that it's not just content creators, but press as well was not getting review codes. And after playing the game on Series X for about 16 hours, it made sense why, because I didn't think the performance was very good. We'll get into that. And last but not least, because I've done this for so long, I've had the opportunity to, unfortunately, read a lot about myself over these years. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. And in particular with my review style content, depending on the subject matter, the game, the situation surrounding it, sometimes angry Maddie will come out to play, but other times I'll be a little more level-headed, other times I'll be totally cool with something, I'll be excited for something. It depends on the situation, and naturally that bothers a lot of people because they can't put you in a box and say, Maddie is this one thing, he is all these things because he is human and there's things he likes and doesn't like. And so when there's inconsistency like, oh, Maddie likes Starfield a lot, but he doesn't like Shattered Space much, it makes people lose their mind because they can't put you in that box. But in particular, when I get very mad at something, people are like, yeah, I love this version of you, Matt. Why don't you do this more often? And the answer is simple. The internet is loaded with grifters, bullshitters, and liars who will happily profit off of your hype, or your anger, whatever is fitting their prerogative, they'll happily do that, where I just exist to deliver to you my authentic opinion, and you take it, leave it, whatever it may be, I'm cool with. But in particular, I always try to take a level-headed, educated approach to my games coverage because A, I try to be a responsible voice in gaming, but B, when something really does bother me, I feel completely at liberty to tee off because I have been patient. And with Starfield, as someone who did like the game a lot at launch, put over 100 hours into it, did all the faction storylines, did a lot of the side content, and said, hey, this is great. It's my least favorite Bethesda Game Studios IP, but I think this has the highest ceiling. I was very excited for Starfield Shattered Space. You can watch all of my pre-launch coverage, very much into the idea of what Bethesda was selling, which was, hey, this is like Far Harbor, this is all handcrafted, this is highly explorable.
Ellie's got to make
Music
up the
to my
progress I
ears.
just
I really
lost.
thought this was like a no-fail scenario for Bethesda Game Studios. But what it started to feel like as I played more and more of it was almost like cut content that's just being added on into the game. I have a lot of thoughts, but I've done everything from the main story to a lot of the side content, met all of the companions inside the DLC. I even tested for the main story to see if there was any sort of impact on the Unity, which there is not, spoiler alert. So yes, I was extremely thorough, as I always try to be, but I need to make that clear here because I'm already seeing how apparently reviewers are rushing this. When I was sick all day on Monday, as you know, I didn't post anything on Monday. I was sick all day, so I had a lot of time with Shattered Space then. I got to play a lot of it on Tuesday, and I played a lot of it today, and I'm here to deliver my review on the experience thus far. So to open things up, number one thing you should know is that this is buggy. In one way in particular, it was really upsetting how it was buggy, and that's with Andreja. For those who don't watch any of my Starfield coverage, I adore the character Andreja. I think she is so well written, which I know goes against what people say online. Like, no, there's no way Bethesda Game Studios has written anything good ever. But I think Andreja's character and how it focuses on religion and sort of how we can all relate to it on different levels, whether you're for religion.
Andreja sounds like a
religion,
black
I feel like
man.
she's a character that has something very interesting to say.
Perfect. Oh my God, sounds so much like a black man.
Hey, our love is our friend.
Andreja? That sounds
If I
like
go back to House Faroon, I don't know what's gonna happen.
that sounds like the female
That
version of
figure, to
Andre.
me at least, is
Andreja.
so compelling because I think romance
I don't
in
like
games
it.
is done so horribly most of the time that I really feel like Andreja was a truly extremely compelling character. That was another reason I was so excited for Shattered Space, to get more of Andreja. My favorite character probably since like Nick Valentine in Fallout 4 when it comes to BGS games. Like, she is awesome. And it was really disappointing to learn that there are bugs that prohibit her from commenting on things. There are major steps in the quest line, choices that you're going to make that it seems like Andreja is supposed to respond to or supposed to react to that just don't play out whatsoever. In particular, I tested multiple endings for Shattered Space, both the good ending and the bad ending. And in the case of the good ending, she did not react at all. And in the bad ending, I got 2 lines from her. 2. And she didn't even leave me. I just got 2 lines of disappointment, and that was it. As for the good, it wasn't until I loaded it in a following day later and tried it again, and it just randomly procced. And it was a few more lines, but it definitely was like, hey, thanks for everything, really appreciate you. And it felt like it lacked the depth and the finality that I feel her character needed with this particular story and the investment that she brought to that story. It just felt like it was completely left to the wayside. But combine that with bugs that prohibited any sort of response from her, and it really felt a little more hollow than I expected on that front. And as someone who is very driven by her character, that's one of my biggest disappointments with the DLC. She does have moments all throughout quest lines where she can react to things, she'll talk to things, as you would with your Starfield companions, but you really can, particularly in side quests, use Andreja to like convince people of things like, hey, speak for me. And anytime that option was available, I was doing it because, again, I love her character. So it's lacking in that department, whether it be by bugs or sometimes by quality. It just really felt hollow to me, and that was easily my biggest disappointment. But for many people, they don't like Bethesda Game Studios character, that doesn't matter. A lot of folks are looking at Shattered Space as the turnaround moment. Like, can I reinstall the game? Can I get what I was looking for from Starfield in Shattered Space? Because, as many people have tracked, with Starfield, exploration felt very bad because you would just be going through a bunch of loading screens.
Oh, I just read a
didn't
tweet
have
that
sense of
said
wandering.
somebody's
Shattered Space
talking
does allow
about
you to wander. And the
the
feeling I got in my body when I stepped out of Dazra and I looked over this entire environment and went, oh my God, like I see points of interest and I can go and wander to these. I'm so excited. I was so bummed out by a lot of these locations. It really feels like they generated a landmass and threw locations on top of it without much thought on the design of it. I have a nitpick and then I have a critique. I'm going to start with the nitpick because it's going to lead into the critique pretty well, I feel. The nitpick is, for example, right on the ass end of Dazra, which, by the way, for those who are not caught up on like lore or anything, House Faroon is this faction that people are like, what happened to them? And so by nature of the story, Spacers are here on Varun Kai. You also have, of course, the Crimson Fleet. And for some reason, there is a Crimson Fleet outpost literally on the ass end of Dazra. Like, you step outside, I walk 10 steps to my left, and there is this whole entire farm that they have taken over, and this deep dungeon, which is a cool dungeon and all, don't get me wrong here. Like, visually, this DLC is stunning. I'll get into that in a moment. But when it comes to, like, that sort of thought, like, why, when this is such a secretive place, why, when they are so protective of their homeland, why is the Crimson Fleet parked out there? And I bring that up because then I get into the actual exploration. Like, okay, Maddie, you're overthinking it. It's a design oversight, if anything. Not the end of the world. Okay, so moving along, a lot of these locations are very Starfield is the best way I would put it. My best example is I was exploring and I found a crashed spaceship and I was like, okay, cool, let's see what's going on here. You step up, Andreja kind of mentions like, this is an interesting way to reuse a spaceship. I'm like, all right, nothing really here. Fine, moving along, because, you know, Bethesda Game Studios, some of their locations are just shoot 'em ups, some of them are quest holders, some of them are for future content, and some of them are just empty world builders, and that's cool with me. So I look at my mini map and I see that there are these little icons that tell you like where you can go for the next side objective, or you can bring up your scanner and tag them and learn in advance. And so I go over and I see another crashed ship, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, how did this happen? And again, hollow exploration, again, nothing fulfilling there. And there are moments like I wandered into a tomb and I found an injured member of House Faroon, and they tasked me with finding old heirlooms, and it brought me to this dungeon that I went to this side location once before, but it turns out there was a whole other separate section that unlocks if you trigger this point in the quest. That is one of my critiques, is that I feel that this isn't as open-ended as it could be. Like in Skyrim, for example, I would have wandered into that place, got all the way to the end of it, got all the loot I needed for that location, and then I would have met her later and been able to hand it off there. But this game expects you to find things step by step. So when I went to that location for the side quest, I'm like, another hollow location. And then I go back, find her, and go back to this area and realize, oh, there's this whole separate section here. Nonetheless, though, this side quest was fun because I got to kill a bunch of spacers. I found old heirlooms. I got great audio logs that built out the spacers that were living here. Like, it was really cool. And then I had this conversation with Andreja at the end, convincing the father of something that otherwise maybe I wouldn't have been able to, although I had some other tags that would have probably allowed me to. Point being, though, is that was the stuff I was really looking for here. And there are moments in Starfield Shattered Space where you're going to have that, aha, this is the Bethesda I know and love. But a lot of it is that kind of Fallout 4 feeling of show up, shoot some enemies, and move along. And a lot of the exploration is hollow because of that. I didn't expect a million side quests, but I think even things that they promoted, like, oh, the zero gravity bubbles that you kind of float along in, that's barely used outside of one point in the main story to get to the Scaled Citadel. It's things like that that really bum me out. Starfield Shattered Space doesn't offer really anything new. And I think the most disingenuous criticism of it is that it's, quote, more Starfield. Not because it's incorrect, but because I think that is a surface level take and that there is much more wrong with Shattered Space. And I say that as someone who has loved Bethesda Game Studios for a very long time. I don't think this is just more Starfield. I think this is Bethesda Game Studios thinking they know what their fans love and checking boxes like, hey, you like exploration, right? Okay, you're on foot. Hey, you like to wander, right? Okay, you can do that. But it's about what you discover that also makes it so fulfilling. And that's obvious. I don't need to explain that, but that's missing in a lot of this DLC. And as you get further and further from Varun Kai, you'll find your typical seemingly generated locations. Cave, outpost, abandoned outpost, like these small research facility was one I found, and there's just nothing there. And that is frustrating for a DLC marketed to me and others as a handcrafted experience. It felt like this was the opportunity to be the clapback.
All right, I'm back.
Yes,
You
part
still
of it was
there?
my expectations, which were high, because this seemed to be a return to
Why?
what Bethesda Game Studios knew to do well. But when they're talking about it being like Far Harbor, as I'll get into in a little bit, I don't think it's even close. Far Harbor is my favorite DLC Bethesda Game Studios has ever done. And if it was even half as good as Far Harbor, I wouldn't be sitting here making this video like this. But it really is a big miss beyond the exploration and beyond how the companions react. Speaking of which, there aren't any new DLC style companions like old Longfellow. You'll find 2 new crewmates here that you'll meet throughout the course of the main story. You can, of course, have them follow along, or you can send them to the frontier, or you can send them to one of your outposts if you'd like, but it's not an Andreja, it's not a Barrett, it's not a Sam Coe, it's not a Sarah Morgan. It's not on that level. They're followers. Before launch with Starfield,
You know what
Bethesda
time it
Game Studios
is.
defined it as 20 named companions, and I feel like that was a mistake.
Oh,
because it
wait.
created this expectation that they were going to get, 20 Andrejas or 20 Sarah
That
Morgans,
should be
or 20
fine.
Barretts,
Rocket
or
League is
20
free.
Sam Coes, but really what you get is 4 of those types of characters, as we know, and then you get like 20 plus just named followers that can join you on the frontier. They can join you at your outpost. They do react to some of the things you do occasionally, but otherwise they kind of just exist and chill with you, and that's really it. They're kind of just like a marker of, hey, remember that quest line? But there's not much depth here. And that's what you're going to find here when it comes to this DLC. You're going to get 2 named followers, 2 named companions, and you could have that similar experience with them, but they don't offer depth at all. And when it comes to DLC style companions like Old Longfellow, yeah, that's not here whatsoever, where that companion is like a big part
You
of the
know what? I'm not
storyline
connected to
and
the internet.
leads
I'm
into the
like,
main game, which is why my issues with Andreja compounded a bit. Because it's one thing if it's like, oh, well, we didn't do that companion because you have Andreja with you. But when Andreja wasn't reacting a ton, I'm
no,
like,
if you
oh,
start
all
with
right, this is
me,
a problem. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the companion debacle ongoing right now. As I'm sure you've already read, Starfield Shattered Space is extremely short. And the defense for that has been people are rushing it. Like, this thing is so short, it's impossible to rush. Like, I finished it within 5 hours. And by the way, played it like a traditional Bethesda Game Studios experience. As I was going to my next main story objective, I would wander to nearby locations. It's how I've always done it.
so
I played this
mind your
exactly like I'd
business.
play Fallout 3, exactly how I'd play
They be
Oblivion,
doing too
exactly
much.
how I'd play Skyrim, and the list goes on. I've done this for years. There was no rush job. It just is, accepted, that short. It unfortunately is woefully short. Length doesn't matter if quality is there most times for me. I sometimes wish there was more of a good thing, but maybe that's a good feeling for me to walk away with. But in the case of Shattered Space,
Do you know
I feel
who
like it
else was
doesn't
born
do
on a
good
Monday, right?
job of building up House Faroon in an exciting manner.
You really
What
don't
you
know?
have is an interesting hierarchy. You have the High Council
Solomon
surrounded
Grundy.
by 3 houses. And so what happens is you have to help out these 3 houses with random
You
quest
don't
lines that
know
don't
who
really
Solomon
tie
Grundy
in at
is?
all to the main story. It's just to get this object or this power or whatever
Solomon
you
Grundy,
need
born
to
on a
then
Monday,
turn on
died,
this device
got
that
married
allow
on
you to
Tuesday,
enter the
dead on
Stone
Friday or
Citadel
something like
and
that.
find out what exactly happened to the people of House Faroon. And I will say the best thing about this is learning
Yeah,
how
that's
the
a
religious zealots are more like crazed
what you
scientists.
that's what
And
you
I
old
did like
people
that
call
from a lore
a
standpoint. I still think House Faroon is insanely interesting. I do like how they handled parts of it.
the
But when
fuck.
it
What do
came
you
to
call
building
them
up
things?
interesting characters, building up the houses, having them
Kind of
war
like a
against each
legend.
other, having more political infighting amidst this kind of scientific
Nursery
but
rhyme.
also
It was a nursery
religious
rhyme.
focused plot. Like, all of
Solomon
the
Grundy,
pieces
born
were
on a
there to
Monday,
tell, I think, a
christened
much
on a
more compelling
Tuesday,
story.
married on
But I think what was
Wednesday,
also missing here
took ill
is
on
the ability to
Thursday,
have really unique
worse on
characters.
Friday,
I
died
was
on Saturday,
surprised to
buried on
see, because
Sunday.
I'm a big defender of Starfield's main story, that there weren't any
You
cool
you
missions
never heard
messing
any
with
of that
things
before.
like the phase walking you basically do in this DLC that your enemies are capable of. I would have loved to have seen Bethesda Game Studios play around with that a little bit, because that is what I thought made Starfield's stories in both its factions and its main quest line so exciting, because you would have sometimes like a stealth mission where you'd be activating switches while a terramorph crawled around. Like, that stuff was really cool. Like, I'll always be a defender of a lot of Starfield's main content in the game because I thought it was good, but a lot of that is absent here in Shattered Space. And I think the biggest crime of it all, and it bugs me to hell that no one talks about this, is that the loot in this game is unacceptably bad. It's bad. And I say it's bad because one thing that's always been in BGS games, you complete a unique storyline, you get a unique weapon. It's got a unique model, it does something different. At the very least, it has a unique name. That doesn't really happen here. There's very little new weapons to play around with, and when it comes to outfits like apparel, there's a decent amount of new ones, and I think they do look really cool. It's like a mixture of Star Wars and kind of what I think
Look
of
at
with
you moving.
Red Rising a little bit, and a little cyberpunky too. Like, they're really cool outfits in the terms of apparel. When it comes to armor, I was running around with the Zealot armor because I thought that looked pretty cool. It was very like H.R. Geiger inspired, so I really liked that. There are some cool looking things here, but when it comes to the weapons, I was really surprised at how barren things were, and especially in the quest reward department. Like, I was really disappointed to see, again, like in the base game of Starfield, that there weren't many new weapons. And it's because my theory is that this entire DLC was just way under budget. Like, there was just not enough budget to make the things they wanted to make, do the things they wanted to do. The choice and consequence isn't nearly as reactive. There is one pretty cool choice toward the end that I could see having some more far-reaching consequences. And so that's what I did. I went and tested it out. I went into the base game. I was like, let me see if anything changes here. And in particular, I went to the Unity, which I'm not going to spoil the main story
ruined
for
that.
you, but it kind of lets you see your old choices.
That could have
And
been
so
an
as
easy
someone
shot,
who
but
finished
you
Shattered Space and then went
overshot
over there, I
that
was like,
so
let me check
bad.
out if this actually is accounted for, and it doesn't appear there, unfortunately.
Are
So
you even trying
that
to
was a little
listen?
disappointing in that I thought it would be really cool to see how Starfield's New Game Plus mechanic and how it kind of remembers your choices in this very different way from other games. Like, I was curious to see if the DLC would play into that and be part of the overarching experience. I do hope it's something they add down the line, but yeah, I was disappointed to find that out. So ultimately, the story fell short for me because it felt a little boring. Like, it's so short that I would say beelining it is a thing that doesn't exist. Like, it is short enough to beat in an afternoon, and that is really, I think, unacceptable when you look at it.
No, they
You
just
look
goofed
at the
that up
price
bad.
tag they're putting on it. If this is like a $20
Oh my
DLC,
god.
I think I would
I
have a much
missed.
different approach. I think my letdown would still be there based on the quality of things here, but it would at least be, I think, priced a little more fairly. But when we're talking like 30, 35 bucks, that's a bit steep for what's on display here. And I haven't even gotten to beyond some of my quality issues on a questing level, on a character level. I haven't even gotten into the performance, which I'm sure you've seen in some of the gameplay already. This DLC does not run well. I played on Series X performance mode, and when you open up your scanner, there's a micro stutter each time. If I'm running around the world, or heaven forbid, I am driving around the Rev 8, it gets really bad. The Rev 8 also in particular does not feel good on the terrain of Varun Kai. You're always like fishtailing when you're driving around, and it feels really bad at certain stretches. There are certain moments where it interacts with the terrain better and you really get basic forward momentum. But yeah, it's really surprising how bad it feels here because, again, defender of the Starfield space combat, I think it feels really good. So I was like, yeah, of course Bethesda Game Studios can do a ground vehicle. I love how far you can boost up in the air with it. I've tested around with it on random planets, but to have it tied into content that I can drive to and discover, you really got a good feel for how this thing flows in a better way. And yeah, it could have been way better as far as I'm concerned. I will say artistically that this is beautiful. It does give me that Shivering Isles vibe, like where you're just looking at the sky constantly going, damn, man. Yeah, the art directors at Bethesda Game Studios cook, frankly. Like, they cooked with Fallout 76 even. They cooked with Starfield. They cooked with Shattered Space especially. This is a really fun piece of content to look at. Like, I just love being in this world space, and I will always remember it for that, for sure. But just, yeah, that's like kind of the end of a lot of the positive things I can say. There's some side quests that I did enjoy. Some feel kind of throwaway, like there was two brothers feuding with each other because one of them is a drunk who's sad about his wife who passed away because of what happened at the Scaled Citadel, and so he tries to pawn their mother's urn of ashes off, and so they swear to each other to duel, and then you can basically tranquilize them both and at least hold off the duel until another time, and it felt kind of unfulfilling in that regard. So there are certain side quests here that aren't as good as others. I think some of the locations you go to, as I mentioned, were lackluster. Some are all right. It's very inconsistent, but overall, across the board, I found it to be lackluster. And I already know the comments are going to be like, wow, you know, you screwed up when Maddie's saying something, as if, like, I'm not critical of Bethesda Game Studios frequently. But yeah, like, that unfortunately is the case where I really like their games, and so I serve for a lot of people as the gauge of, like, if he doesn't like it, I definitely won't like it. And so, yeah, naturally that makes things spiral from there. But ultimately, very disappointed with this. And I know there's going to be year 2 DLC, but I don't know where they go from with this. Like, I thought this was the prove it moment. This is the response to the criticism. Like, this was the Phantom Liberty moment of, like, hey, put an exclamation point on, like, no, we came here, we showed up. Because that's what Far Harbor was. Like, for those who were not around for that, which, as I'm reading online, the takes, I definitely don't think people were, but they're pretending to be. Fallout 4
Well, he got it in there, alright.
ass blasted online.
He got it in there, alright.
Game, no role-playing elements, and Bethesda said, "Okay, bet," and they came out with Far Harbor.
Nah, I didn't do
which was
nothing.
a
Why are you telling me good
role-playing
job?
Experience with real choice and consequence, skill checking, some of the best side quests ever in a BGS game. Like, in particular, the one with the vault and the murder mystery was fucking awesome. Like, there was some good
Fuck,
stuff in
that's
there. It
on
was
me.
the
I was going too
best
slow.
slapback.
But I didn't know
What
he
I'll
wasn't
say is
gonna
that
wasn't
who
going for it.
directed
That's
that
on me
experience
though.
and who was a part of Starfield Shattered Space, and they're writing team, who's now gone, is Will Shannon. And when that happened, I said, watch out, because I thought he was at the core of a lot of the great choice and consequence RPG-focused decision-making that was at Bethesda Game Studios, and I feel like even with Shattered Space,
Stop
when you
doing
strip out
that!
the base game setup,
Why
things
would
get
you do
lessened
it
a little bit.
twice?
So I feel his impact has been missed here. I could be overestimating it. I could be overthinking it. I don't know. I don't work there.
I'm
I
over
don't
here
know, but
distracted.
point being is, I feel like
You should just always
connecting
go for
those
the
dots
kickoff.
makes a little more sense.
It's just
to me.
3
So with
people.
that, ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts on Starfield Shattered Space. Really bummed out. Like, just to just wrap it up, put a bow on it. Really bummed out, man. Like, no one will believe it who already hates me, but like, no one wanted to sit down and go, yeah, suck it, haters. You think Starfield sucks now? It's one of those things where it's frustratingly validating to those who have slandered Starfield, where I think it's a game that does a lot of great things. It's not perfect. It's flawed, as I highlighted in my 1 year later retrospective. It's got problems, but I really felt like Shattered Space was going to be the answer to a lot of them.
Wow.
But even removing that situation, removing the zeitgeist, removing the pressure, the impact, the response, removing it, I just think the quality level here is low compared to what BGS has delivered to me in the past, particularly with their DLC. It's not quite like, hey, here's like this workshop DLC for Fallout 4. It's not there. Don't get it twisted. And it's not 76 levels bad. It's just underwhelming. So those are my thoughts. I look forward to hearing yours down below. Fire away. Other than that, take excellent care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time around. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.
And he says I suck. Jesus Christ. Oh, that ball got ahead of me. I thought, Jesus Christ. Fuck, I keep missing. Fuck. I guess that's my fault too. Alright, this match is over. Fuck. So what did he hit the ball, didn't he? But it's still winning. That's crazy. Oh my god, we're always
The tray was locked from the other side. I was trapped. With hundreds of titles to
I'll come
play,
back to that one.
I was stuck with this one.
You fucking right from the top. They're just faking. That's clearly people who are trying to ruin the game for other people.
Political pundits don't often make the best
I should-
fiction writers, but it hasn't stopped many of them from trying. And one of the
You know what? The thing about PC gaming that nobody wants to talk about is they didn't win because I can go buy a console game for the most part, any console game, and never connect it to the internet, and I can play that game. You can't even buy a physical PC game. So how did they win the console war? Oh, five.
When I finished RE4 Remake back in March, I was genuinely curious about what's potentially next for the remake series. And let me tell you, I was not prepared for it to be like this. Go, 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 just get out of here. Go. Oh, that's you. Avoid him. We're supposed to fight him up top over there. Oh.
I don't know where to go.
Going into this game knowing it's a co-op experience, I tagged in one of my best friends, Veteran Track, otherwise known as Jose, to be the boulder-punching man-witch to my broken AI princess. For our playthrough, we played on Veteran difficulty so that I could unlock Professional difficulty, which we will get to later. To preface this, Jose and I have never played or really seen much of RE5, so we pretty much went into this game blind. No guides, no nothing. So starting the game off, Chris
I'm
Redfield
having-
is
I
sent
know
to
I'm about to have a
investigate
nightmare.
bioweapons that are being smuggled into the Kijuju Autonomous Zone, where he meets his partner,
About that
Sheva
kid, I
Alomar.
don't know what he's gonna say the next time I see him.
Dude, a paper cut would kill Chris. You see those veins? He's like a penis. He's all veined up. It's like a Snickers bar too. All. Oh shit! I forgot. I'm Sheva. That took me out of the loop. Look at me. I can walk forward but sideways. Hello. Hello. We're playing with my best friend and non-biological younger brother, Jose, otherwise known as Veteran Track, who just typed in the stream in real time. Isn't he talented? After we're done playing grab ass, we meet with Steven Seagal and load up on weapons, because apparently people are hostile here in a Resident Evil game? What the f***? Anyways, we exit the building the most logical way.
Oh, I see.
And we're met with an angry mob of people, so promptly we ran away and got ready for the first fight of the game. I'm low on health.
I hate people that want to play Golden. Get in the field and do some work.
Thank you.
Don't just sit in the goal the whole match.
Okay, Crystal boy. I got you. 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 No, I don't. Grab me before I can heal you.
Hey, I got no more ammo now.
That whose fault is that now? Whose fault is that now?
How do we get out of here?
We're waiting for Big Man. Oh, Big Man's after you though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh no, he's
See,
after
he's
me.
just sitting back there. He could be helping us.
Jose.
Get the ball to set up the ball.
Oh, you're not gonna get to me. I'm dead. I'm dead.
He wants to
I'm
sit back
not
in there
gonna
in the
make it,
fucking
yeah.
goal the whole time.
I got chased by Big Axe Man. At first, Jose and I lacked team synergy, but once we started to communicate more, we were able to survive the onslaught, and during that scuffle, we got 2 trophies: Baptism by Fire and Stop, Drop, and Roll. And upon the completion of Chapter 1-1, we popped another trophy. Since we survived the massive barrage of enemies, Jose and I had to cut through downtown before we could rendezvous with Alpha Team.
One of us goes on top. Other one.
You want me to top you? Is that what you're saying? You couldn't top an ant. What the f do you mean? What does that even mean? Why you sound like a fucking like a windstorm whenever you get caught by someone? After some shenanigans go down, we finally meet up with Alpha Team, only to find them all gooped up and infested with ringworms, otherwise known as Ouroboros.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm dead! Well, you're not gonna come get me.
I tried to get you.
You could go the other way.
Oh, this is all your fault.
It is my fault, but I was just saying you could go the other way.
Scott blow himself up.
Yeah, I blew myself. That's what happened.
Donkey Kong.
Despite us still working out the
DK.
kinks to teamwork, the Ouroboros didn't stand a chance, and with that fight done brings the end of Chapter 1-2, earning us another trophy. Now entering Chapter 2-1, Jose and I worked together to make it through various situations to varying levels of success. But what mattered is that we were finally working
Why
together.
would you do that?
And then we stopped doing that.
Why? He hit
What?
it, and then
I
you
got
hit
double
it.
tapped.
Why would you hit it into your own
Okay.
goal? Why would you risk it?
Alright.
Why?
I'm like on the other side.
Oh, you died?
Hey, you died too.
I didn't though. I got downed. There's a difference.
No, you got down first, and then I was about to get downed. But then because you were down, that means we both died.
Sounds
That
real
means you died
sussy.
That means you died first.
We then relearned the power of friendship, and with that, we got past the market section and even got a trophy for defeating 20 enemies with physical attacks. But not much later, we ran into a common occurrence in this game that can only be described as our greatest weakness. QuickTime events. Oh shit, Ghost Rider.
Damn.
I was just about
What a
to-
crazy cutscene. What?
I got f***ed up.
Dude, you died.
What button was I supposed to press?
Where?
I didn't get a button prompt.
Oh, did I?
Fuck. Fuck.
Because I pressed her.
Okay, there we go.
Bullspit. Bullspit. Fuck.
Did you get a
Where is
button
my
prompt?
rumble at?
No, I didn't.
Okay, but I did, and I pressed it. What the f?
That's what I'm saying.
I pressed it, dude! It's L2 and R2! Several attempts later, when the game would actually read our inputs, we would end another chapter, earning yet another trophy. Chapter 2 is when the game starts to be a bit cheeky with its surprises for its players. Oh shit, we're in a minecart? I can't get out! I can't get out! I can't... But outside of getting the lifeguard trophy, which is for healing your partner from the dying status 10 times, nothing really eventful happens, and so with the completion of the chapter, we earn yet another trophy. Chapter 2-3 is basically a glorified arcade shooter, which was fun in its own right, except the game had to ruin it with the Indesu fight.
What? What? Okay, I'll get the guys on the sides. You get. Okay.
We gotta do all that over again.
This is
20 minutes later.
This is really boring. It'd be a shame to have to start all over again. We're not going to. This is the last phase.
There you go. That was.
That was the boss fight of all time. And with the completion of that dumpster fire, I got another trophy. Chapter 3-1 is more along the lines of a classic RE level, as it's non-linear and encourages players to go out and discover every inch of what the level has to offer, which was awesome, and I honestly wish more of the game was like this. During this chapter, we have to grab 4 pieces of a medallion in order to progress, the first of which is at the very beginning. But of course, the second place we decided to go to was arguably the hardest of the 4. Wait! Leave! Go, 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 go! Just get out of here! Go! Ah! Oh. Okay, thanks for grabbing that.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's run. Let's get out of here.
With the second piece of the medallion in hand, we made a mad dash back to the boat, but before we were able to leave, we were shut in, leaving the responsibility up to me to shoot everyone while Jose is driving around erratically.
Okay, well, you better start shooting.
Stop moving! Oh my god.
I can't. If I don't move, we're gonna get hit.
Having barely made it out of there, we entered the next area, which has a suspiciously sized lake filled with absolutely nothing.
Just go. What the fuck?
What?
There's a crop there.
What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah! It's Florida. My idea. Mine. It's your idea. It's yours. It's yours.
Yo, no.
Is Jose okay? He sounded like he was burning. He's good. He's
Oh
good.
no, yeah, I'm good. I'm all good.
Mine. Once again, with another piece of the medallion, we bolted back to the boat to arrive at the next location. Another suspiciously empty area.
Okay, now come down, please. Shit. Bro, you're so acrobatic.
That's crazy if that goes in.
Oh.
Wow.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow. What a lucky shot, because there's no way you...
What? Really?
Jose,
Senor.
come on now.
Senor.
I'm so far away from you.
Wait, why'd you leave me?
Because I thought we were just running out of there.
Oh, no, there's
Oh my
another
god,
slide.
what are we doing here?
There's another one? Where?
On the left side.
Okay, Scott. So I want you to look up. I want you to look up.
What?
Do you see? There's one over
Oh.
there, and then there's one over there. So when they come over
Oh.
here, don't leave me, please. Okay? We're doing the left side.
Jose?
Huh?
It wasn't a slab.
What was it?
It was just treasure.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's good. So that we could just run away now.
Oh man, it's like what we should have known in the first place.
No, but then we wouldn't have been able to get this treasure, you know? So technically it was
So let me top you already.
how you do it. See, we wouldn't have been able to get that treasure though.
Yeah, dude, take all the credit.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, I am taking all the credit. Thank you very much.
I'm driving now.
Alright. Wait, what? No, switch spots. No, please. Come on. Alright, we're going back, right? Oh. What?
Neural.
Bro, you
Neural.
You see what happened?
Neural.
You're not a good driver. You already hit something. I never hit
With every piece obtained, we take it to a door to progress into a new suspiciously wide open area with lots of loot, and this happens. You want some pistol ammo?
Whoa, what the hell is here?
Or actually, do you want rifle ammo because you have a Dragunov? Okay.
What? Wait,
Jose literally doesn't know when to stop.
Wait, no, I swear to God, I didn't even know.
What does this do? Gets trapped.
That's crazy. I actually didn't know.
Stop Jose 2023.
What the hell is that?
What? Oh,
Run!
I just discovered in real time.
Okay. We're fine.
This part was a bit rough for us to adjust to, as we died a couple times before we realized you could just stun lock the big Majini, which made everything so much easier. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, you were across though. Wait,
I had to open it. The door.
My God! But you were across
What?
though. You were
What was
not
that?
even. You were not even on the bridge. I let go. Upon reflection, I definitely let go of the bridge way earlier than I initially thought. But the point still stands. There's still solid ground there. But after this, we completed the chapter and got another trophy. Chapter 3-2 is pretty uneventful. But I did get 3 trophies, those being the Exploding Heads trophy for getting 20 headshots, the Fireworks trophy for shooting an enemy's dynamite, and the Meat Shower trophy for defeating 3 enemies with 1 explosive. Once again, upon completion of the chapter, we get another trophy. Chapter 3-3 is a big Michael Bay themed boat ride straight out of Disneyland, and this is also where the game starts to introduce turrets into the combat equation. This chapter was also bullying the absolute hell out of Jose too. Oh, got you.
God, are you kidding me? Oh no! Stop! No! No!
Oh.
What?
I then took down the turrets, and with our newfound safety, Jose got a little drunk with power. Oh. Okay, you scared the absolute shit out of me. My life flashed before my eyes.
Go get all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'll just be your bitch then, huh? I'll just go grab everything. Just make the injured person go pick up everything. If you shoot me, I'm going to throat punch you. Once we made it back to the boat, it was time to fight Steve Buscemi.
That looks like Steve Buscemi to them, I guess.
You're making me look bad! This fight, again, is just your average arcade shooter, and thanks to Jose participating in some light hentai, I earned the A Friend in Need trophy for rescuing him 10 times. Unfortunately, this fight is really boring to watch, so with its defeat brings the end of another chapter, earning us a trophy. In
How did I-
chapter 4-1,
that
we
shouldn't
set
have
our
just
sights
bounced
on a
off me. It
cave to
should've-
find out the origins of Ouroboros.
That should've went flying. That's ridiculous.
Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
That's some
However, during this
BS.
chapter, the game started to devolve into a creepypasta.
Do you see this?
Why?
This dude's not gonna die.
He's dead.
What? Let me see your screen. Go back. Look at him. Bro, he's glitched. There's this dude just walking around. Should I send this on Snapchat so that everybody else can see?
I guess if you want.
Let me do this.
Is he just walk? He's just walking in circles.
Walking, bro. Look at.
The power within. The power within. The power within. Within. The power within. Within.
All right. That's the fun. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Oh.
What did you get hit by?
Dude, is our game glitched?
What are
didn't
you
see
shooting at?
that? Do you not see it?
I don't see anything other than
Dude, there's
pods.
like 5 guys in front of me.
They're all dead to me.
Wait, I think this is part of the
Oh,
game.
fuck me.
It's got to be part of the game.
Bro's tweaking out here. After we play with some balls, we entered a tomb filled with a lot of pulley things and a giant Batorpian. That's a bat scorpion for those of you who are slow. And after that, we get a cutscene with some Booba and Wesker, and then earn a trophy for completing another chapter. Hi, editor's note here. For some reason I didn't have notifications on, so the trophy didn't pop here. That's a +1 for the clown count. Chapter 4-2 requires us to collect 3 medallions in this big maze-like room. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's lasers too. Oh! Oh! God damn it. But once we collected all the medallions, we proceeded into a set of puzzle rooms filled with lasers. But these lasers will kill you upon contact.
All right, so what? Do I just grab this shit?
If you want.
Wait.
Yep, and you're dead.
Wait, wait, it's backwards? The fuck? Oh, are you gonna make me do this?
Do you want me to do it?
I mean, if you want people to like see how I can do this.
Jose, I can do this puzzle if you want me to.
No, I got this.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming we move this here. So we're gonna break this shit down. This way, right? Yeah. Okay, see? What do you know?
He's learning.
Alright, you ready?
Yep. You ready? I'm gonna fucking murder you is what you're trying to do, huh?
Such trash.
You're really thinking hard on like which way to turn right now.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
You've got your tongue sticking out trying to like figure this out. How are you gonna get out of there now?
You know what? I didn't know. I don't know. Can you move the laser?
You want me to do that?
Over there? Yeah, move that one. Move it to the left.
From my perspective to the left or your perspective?
Your perspective.
So it's reversed?
Or actually, maybe the right. No, it's not. Shit, I don't know. Just do right. Just do right stick. I promise you. See, there you go. See?
Huzzah! And you only died once. Now that all that shit's over with, the chapter ends and earns us another trophy. Although for some reason it didn't pop, but just trust me, bro. I also earned the A Cut Above trophy somewhere in that chapter, so yeah. I don't know why I had notifications turned off. Chapter 5-1 is when the game kind of dips its toe into horror as it brings back an old friend from the golden days of Resident Evil.
What about if we see some fucked up shit?
That'd be great. I would love it. Oh! Oh, no way!
What is this?
No
hey, Scott.
fucking way,
You go
bro.
first, bro.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that is. What
You
is
played RE2, didn't you?
it? No, don't tell me it's a fucking liquor. Don't you fucking tell me we're about to fight a liquor.
Looks like it was attacked by wild animals. What a horrible way to die.
Come on!
So now I start using quick save again. I gotta do that.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Did we kill him?
I just wanted to pick up a jewel.
Wait.
Press circle.
It wouldn't let me.
At the end of the chapter, we have a bit of a lore dump.
Oh.
Oh, it's Mr. House.
Sorry, am I boring you?
I forgot this was from Neil.
Yeah.
It's just fucking false.
Gay antics in the summer. And then we have a boss fight with a massive crab spider thing. Well, that's you. And that was the end of Chris Redfield. He will never show up in any Resident Evil game, thank God.
That was fucking crazy.
Oh
This
god.
boss fight is pretty simple. Shoot the weak spot, spider gets stunned, shoot the mouth, rinse and repeat. But on veteran difficulty, this fight went on way longer than it needed to. There we go.
Okay. That was annoying.
No, yeah, that wasn't a great boss fight, I'll be honest.
That wasn't, yeah. I'm not liking the boss fights here.
But with its defeat closes another chapter of the game, earning another trophy. And I still somehow didn't notice that I had notifications off. Despite the quality of the boss fights in this game, Jose and I were having a lot of fun, and we didn't really understand why a lot of people hated this game. And then we saw enemies with guns.
What the fuck?
Okay, this is gonna be toxic as f. Gun enemies aside, we progress deeper into this toxic petri dish of bullshit to be met with a bug-like fellow who will one-shot you.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Yo,
Oh
that-
shit! Oh shit!
What?
Wait, you ran past it?
yeah, I ran past it. Where are you at?
I'm
Bro.
stuck. I'm stuck here. Okay, Jose. All right.
I was coming back.
All right. Okay. I thought we were gonna take it down, but okay.
You just gotta run past it. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
That one wasn't my fault. I'm just saying.
No, you're right. I just thought we would take him down. I misread the situation.
Just run past it. That's all you gotta do.
I can't wait for you to die to this.
Just as single-minded as he said. You've spent so long
Jesus Christ.
downward over us for years.
It's Jason Bourne.
Chill out, Scott.
And at the end of this chapter contains what is quite possibly one of the most annoying boss fights in the Resident Evil franchise. You see, we were shooting and setting this ringworm amalgamation on fire for like a solid 20 minutes before Jose died. And we just decided, yeah, fuck this, and used the RPG that I've been saving this whole time.
Good, because Ohio State sucks.
Oh, I guess we should have gotten all this stuff.
I just want to see if you were paying
With
attention.
its defeat brings the end of Chapter 5 too, and again, I still had my notifications turned off. Now, for a majority of Chapter 5-3, nothing really special happens. However, the end of the chapter is where we fight not just Mr. Alberto Wesker, but also fake Jill, because the only real Jill in my heart is the remake Jill, and I will die on this hill. I wish that were me.
Yeah, I was.
Alright, how the f do we get? Are we gonna do this?
We don't even have ammo.
7 minutes is all. Oh, he's the Flash.
To restrain Jill. So we have to go behind Jill and restrain her.
Okay.
You know, they could just autosave more often.
Oh, I had it.
Because why am I hitting
Got her,
quick save for? It's the same thing.
Alright, here he comes.
Come on, look at my face.
Oh shit! Oh yeah! Once our 7-minute playdate with Wesker was up, we would then have to debugify fake Jill's cleavage. Oh shit! I had the At the button. There we go.
We're just cheesing.
Maybe we have to
Great.
shoot it? I don't know.
I don't think so. Do they expect us to do this the whole time?
Come on.
Oh, wait. That's how you do it.
Okay, got it.
Turn it off.
Cause they the shit.
Oh, wait, turn it off. Turn it off.
No, no, no.
Cause they're better than Ohio
Think
State.
so? Okay. I'm doing it again. There we go.
What'd I say? What'd I say? What'd I say?
With this incredible boss fight over with, the chapter ends, thus popping another trophy. With Jill now saved, we follow Wesker and Excella onto this big-ass boat, and kinda like most of the last chapter, nothing really special happens in Chapter 6-1. So upon its completion, we earn yet another trophy. Chapter 6-2 is the shortest chapter of the game, since it's really just a boss fight that is extremely bullet spongy. Granted, we had no idea there was a Hammer of Dawn that you could use. So after about 30 minutes of shooting, firing, doing whatever the fuck I was doing here, and dying, this boss
Hey,
was
look.
finally defeated.
These soul
thus ending
gems.
the chapter, and
I'm gonna put
guessed
you
it,
in there.
I earned another trophy. Chapter 6-3 is a lot.
Did you hear what I
First half
said?
of the chapter is an onslaught of all the most annoying
I said there's a
enemies from
petty
this
soul
back
gem.
half
I'm gonna
of the
put you
game
in there.
all at once. You got stun rod enemies, AK bitches, the Beatles,
Cause you're
finally,
petty.
Thing 1 and Thing 2. Oh my fucking god. This game is unrelenting right now.
This makes a lot more sense now.
It just puts things into perspective. Shooting the bad guys will hurt them. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. I'm panicking. I'm panicking.
I can't go down. It won't let me. This is it,
Oh
yeah.
my god. This is so hard.
This is dumb.
Now that we were done with one of the lowest lows of the game, it was time to soar into one of the highest highs of the entire Resident Evil franchise, in my opinion at least. The Wesker boss fight.
What?
Oh, damn. That was a good guess, Red Ralph. For this fight, you have to turn off all the lights in the area since Wesker can't see because he refuses to take off his shades. Then shoot an RPG at him, knock him down, and then finally inject him. But, it's us we're talking about here, so how do you think it went? We could get the RPG for the net. Oh. Dude wants your ass right now.
I shoot the RPG and then you get it. Oh.
Oh, I guess you motherfucker! Stop! Stop! Wesker, stop! You're too powerful for us!
Oh. This is the best boss fight I've ever. Huh?
Okay, you're a mean man. Okay, I'm going away. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. This fight is ridiculous. And after the parade of stupidity, Jose and I were successful in giving Wesker his flu shot, leading to a cutscene filled with more monologuing and surprise QTEs. Oh, shit.
Oh, that was my fault.
I was not ready, but I did press it.
Can I update the sneak speed, or do I just move faster because I'm black?
Shit. No. I pressed the
'Cause-
fucking home button and it stopped me
Yeah.
from doing the thing. Oh my god.
Because I don't remember Sneak being this fast the first time I played this
Fuck
game.
this game, bro.
Oh, the sheet.
Go for it, Chris. Chris.
What?
You did. You did.
It was like a split second.
Don't make us do it all. Don't make us do it all. Oh my. Once we managed to get over our old man response times, we crash land into the center of a volcano to take out Wesker once and for all.
Okay. Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah, I've got nothing to stop this.
Oh wait, I have the red.
Okay, I'll give it to you right over here. Oh, we're supposed to now fight him. Okay, I wasted all of that ammo.
Man, I played so much Skyrim whenever Elder Scrolls 6 does come out.
Yes.
Like everything?
I'm gonna be min-maxing and all types of weird stuff from the beginning. I'm not gonna be able to play that game. There's gonna be no such thing as a normal.
It was at this point where we decided we were shit out of luck with ammo, so I bought an RPG and did what I had to do.
You did?
There we go. Is this a... Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
No!
I was ready for it. I was ready. This game really is a gift that keeps on giving. But on the next go around, we both pressed the QTE correctly and got the trophy for completing Chapter 6-3, as well as 3 other difficulty-related trophies for playing on veteran difficulty, thus closing the book on the first playthrough. Now comes the very grindy part of the game. So, I played RE5 a bunch to obtain a lot of money to upgrade every weapon, which earns me the Take It to the Max trophy. Next, I randomly got the Stockpile trophy when looking for all the collectibles in the game. This trophy is for obtaining all available weapons. To this day, I'm still confused as to why it popped here of all places. After that, I went through every level finding the cleverly hidden BSAA emblems, which pops the Badge of Honor trophy. And with all of those emblems found, I could also unlock every outfit available for both Chris and Sheva, thus popping the All Dressed Up trophy. Following that, I massacred a city's population worth of people to get the last bit of treasure I was missing to obtain the wonderfully named They Belong in a Museum trophy. For the sake of organization, we're going to jump a little ahead in the timeline of when I got these trophies to when I was trying to get the figurine trophy. In order to have every figurine available, you must complete every level in the game with an S rank, which is honestly pretty easy if you have the infinite rocket launcher like myself, which was a reward for beating the game in under 5 hours. Once I S ranked every level, I then farmed Chapter 6-2 on professional difficulty to get the maximum amount of exchange points in the shortest amount of time. And after doing this for what felt like decades, I finally had enough exchange points to acquire the last figurine, which pops the Their Action Figures trophy. Now with the soul-draining grind over with, it's time to cover all of the miscellaneous kill-based trophies. Starting off, I got the Lead Aspirin trophy for somehow getting a headshot while an enemy is jumping here. Next, I f***ed up Wesker in the Jill Sandwich fight, which popped the Bad Blood trophy. I then went to town on the enemies in the first chapter with the Gatling gun, and after 30 casualties, I popped the Crowd Control trophy. After that, I took back control of Sheva to use her exclusive weapon, a bow, and took down 30 more enemies to pop the Bull's Eye trophy. I then forgot to hit record when going for the Cattle Prod trophy, which is for defeating 30 enemies with the Stun Rod. Following that, I tried to get the Ride the Lightning trophy for killing an enemy with a Transformer, but fucking 20-pound scrotum over here kept ruining my attempts. Really, Chris? Don't you shoot him. Chris. But eventually, Chris's murder boner went flaccid and allowed me to finally pop the trophy. The next trophy I aimed to get was the Who Do You Trust trophy, which is for thanking your partner however many times, and to achieve this, I electrocuted myself to near death multiple times while thanking Chris for every heal. And just a little after 10 minutes of this, the trophy finally popped. I then stabbed a liquor in the heart for a trophy, performed a Marvel vs. Capcom combo on a dude, sliced an arrow out of the air with my knife, shot a driver in his dumb, pathetic-ass face, flashed 2 enemies at the same time, really should work on phrasing that, and then finally the last 2 miscellaneous trophies involved a rotten egg, which is a fairly rare drop from most enemies starting in Chapter 4.1 and onwards. Initially, I farmed the spiders in 4.1 for about 30 minutes with no luck on the drop, and so I decided, screw it, and instead farmed 5.2 for an additional hour and a half before finally a rotten egg dropped, earning me the Egg Hunt trophy for acquiring every type of egg. That's it. Oh my god, finally. Finally! Holy shit. That was like, what, an hour or 2 of just farming trying to get that? Jesus Christ. With this stinker, I went into Chapter 1-2 to pelt one unfortunate soul to get the Egg on Your Face trophy, and... Okay, let's do that again. Yeah, there we go. The egg throw was so good it broke the internet. Finally, the only trophy left now is to complete the game on professional difficulty. On this difficulty, it takes 1 to 2 hits to go into the dying status, and you can only remain in that status for less than 3 seconds before you die. This sounds very intimidating, but I do have an infinite rocket launcher which makes this difficulty pretty easy. However, I did struggle quite a bit on 2 parts during the game, those being the Indesu fight and the Jill sandwich fight. The Indesu fight is basically the same problem as it was during the co-op playthrough. He's a big bullet sponge, but after I had a little bit of time to come up with a plan, I managed to come out on top. The really difficult part on Professional was dealing with the Jill sandwich fight, but honestly, it wasn't Wesker or Jill that were my problem. It was Chris. And myself.
7 minutes is all I can spend.
Oh no. Chris, what are you f***ing doing, dude? What are you doing? We can't split up?
I never remember this. Hold on. Menu. Items.
I can't even be mad about that. That's really funny. I can't even be mad about that. That's just really funny to me. My next idea was to restrain Jill and incapacitate her so that we only have to worry about Wesker. But Boulder Puncher didn't get the memo. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Come on. Right here, right here, right here.
Are you not zooming?
Right here. I'm right here.
1 eternity later.
Chris, please. Chris, right here. Chris. Throw. Chris, throw. Yes.
Bear, butterfly, owl. Got it.
Son of a bitch. Chris, why are you running? Why'd you run away? No matter how hard I tried, Chris kept getting dumber and dumber as every attempt passed by. I'm taking that away from you. I'm taking away your rocket launcher rights. You are grounded from the rocket launcher. What are you doing? Wait, stop, shoot. Chris, stop. What are you doing, dude? You're trying to kill her. Chris, you left me? I'm fighting Chris more than anyone. My last resort was just to babysit Chris until the 7-minute time limit was up. And I shit you not, the way I did this was by sitting in a corner and spamming the come on button. And thankfully this worked, thus ending the nightmare. The rest of the game after this was a cakewalk thanks to the infinite rocket launcher. So upon completion of the final chapter on Professional, I not only got the War Hero trophy, but I also got the Platinum trophy. Resident Evil 5 is a pretty big hot mess of a game that I enjoy quite a lot, flaws and all. Overall, the game isn't really that difficult, save for gun enemies on higher difficulties, as well as the Indesu and Wesker fights, so I think the Platinum difficulty for this game is a 4 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the idiotic adventures of RE5. If you want to experience these Platinums live, go ahead and check out my Twitch channel. It's the same name over there. Thank you.
Man, it has been a minute since I've played Super Mario Party. I'm honestly pretty stoked. Ah. Right.
I like that they're all just blabbering about nothing. Oh, I see. They're talking about who's a superstar again. How do these guys not have a million stars by now after all these Mario Party games? Look at those big-ass bow ties on Toad and Toadette. Snazzy. The opening music. Damn, there's actually a lot of characters to pick from. But let's just be real, who's not just picking the Goomba? You can play as a Goomba now. Anyone else find it weird that you can't choose the other CPUs? Like, it's just these 3 predetermined ones, and that's what you have to go with. I don't get it.
Ready? Yeah!
Ugh, I forgot about the yeahs in this game. They just feel like a waste of time. Oh Toad's giving me a Wii U gamepad, let's go! You know what, the party pad is kind of useful. I can get a solid look on everything on the map. Remember when Nintendo randomly added online play 4 years after the game came out? Yeah, me too. Oh boy, 4 whole maps to pick from! Oh, dude, Nintendo's just spoiling us over here. Ho ho, 4 maps, how are we gonna get through that? Oh my god. This was the first game in quite a while to bring back regular boards and traditional rules since like Mario Party 8. Feels good, man. Something really cool about Super Mario Party is that each character has their own unique dice block. Like the Goomba might get 2 extra coins instead of moving, so there's a very interesting dynamic with each character now. Special events make a return too, although there's no chance time, which is a bit sad. Oh, yeah, and you can get allies apparently. I always thought that was a bit odd, but they also give you an additional type of dice block, so I'll take it. The hidden blocks have been updated so you can see the odds of you getting a star from them, which is still incredibly low. God, those pancakes look so freaking good. Wow, the items are mostly mushrooms and other types of dice blocks. Really exciting picks we got here, Nintendo. Oh, goody. Stars only cost 10 coins? Dude, that is way too cheap. It takes almost no saving to get stars. How is Toadette flying off 3 balloons? What does she weigh, half a pound? Here be a versus space. Good grammar. Only needing 30 coins to steal a star is pretty cheap too. You know, there was a reason that it cost 50 in the older games.
Yeah, what'd you do?
For some reason, Bobbing Spree is really satisfying to do on your own with just trying to be as
I
optimal
know, I'm
as possible.
focused right now. Who you want from me? You called to bug me. I didn't call you. Just remember that. You called me.
Seriously, what is the
Alright, I'm gonna
point
take a
of
little
that?
break from
Wow,
streaming.
2 whole coins! Oh, I'm so glad I shook
You
the
said
controller
what?
for that. Being able to practice minigames in the menus while also showing the controls is brilliant.
No, I
I'm so
didn't.
glad this is a thing now. You'll do a handstand.
That's a
flop?
lie.
Isn't that kind of like the easiest thing ever? since
Stop
you
being out here
entire head
lying.
is a slab of